I swear to all of you guys watching right now, every day I sit down and do a Call of Duty video, I just tense up and I go, huh? Here's another day of just some crazy rumors out there, sparked by even crazier things. This gonna be all about the recent rumors now rehashed by physical evidence about a possible implementation of your connection or your skill level affecting your accuracy inside the game of Call of Duty, which just me saying that there's a possibility of that really, at this point in time, doesn't surprise any of us. We all know how broken this game has been, and I think at this point in time, the entire COD community wants to try and attune every single rumor out there to why this game is bad. And this was actually sparked by the most random information, now backed up by further claims though. But at first, it was actually sparked by many Reddit accounts, also Blame Truth trying to cover this with no physical evidence. We all were out there thinking this has to be the issue, why accuracy and hit registration is so bad. Although I will show you guys there is further evidence that possibly could allude to this being true. This all was sparked by a Discord message, which by the way was relayed information by another message. So some person out there, Blame Truth, took the screenshot in his video. This was a person who was in a Discord who then referred to this via a new message system, and everyone out there took it for what it was. It's now been backed up, but it's pretty crazy to see these rumors are sparked by such little backing. It shows you how bad this game is and how we will take anything we possibly can and see out there to try and make up for the fact of how bad this game is. That message though from the Drifters Discord was described as, and on screen for all of you, as it stated, it's quite simple. A good player can afford to have a random but small number of bullets in a magazine not register, as they are more likely to hit their shots due to superior accuracy. Consequently, that gives the bad player with poorer connection the ability to have a fairer experience as they engage in a gunfight, pretty much insinuating that yes, for some odd reason that could be possible in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, that your connection or your player skill level affects your in-game accuracy and what bullets or number of bullets actually registers on your enemies. The fact this could have been a possibility was immense. It was crazy, and it's now been backed up even further by more evidence out there. Before we hop into that though, we have all seen the countless clips. This was the other evidence at the time when this first, a week ago or so, when this first released out there, all we saw were several clips about how bad this game was. I'll play you guys some of those clips, but I will say this does not prove anything. Proving this is actually implemented in the game is going to be very tough, I think fairly difficult, and we've seen plenty of clips though just about how broken hit registration and accuracy might be, but it doesn't really prove anything. So here are those clips.
You see clearly the hit registration is just not there. Can we chalk that up to lag? Maybe. It's a kill streak not registering. Look at this. Just look at this. Boom. Nothing.
What? Are you? What?
Top rug.
Big. We gotta cap this now. One's far right. Flank a bit.
Comes in behind you. 1v. Top mid.
Nice
Dominated.
kills.
And you guys cannot tell me in those most extreme cases, I know a lot of us have seen things similar to this, maybe even experienced things like this yourself when it comes to accuracy and hit registration not really adding up. Although those most extreme cases, we see those extreme glitches, those kind of cases in just about every game out there. So when this first came out, I hope you guys can understand, we were really relaying information off of a message and several clips, which by the way, every game has terrible clips out there. We just as a community, we are so used to things being so bad right now in Call of Duty, we take such little evidence and we point to the absolute extremes of what it might be. Luckily enough though, this is now actually having physical backing. This is not the $20 Call of Duty see or deaths kind of tactic, which in itself, I'm surprised it's not being talked about more, it's just a disgusting metric in itself. But even further than that, guys, we actually have patent registrations from Activision publisher back in 2017, which do possibly allude, I say possibly allude to the fact that yes, your connection and your player skill level could affect your in-game performance, which if this is true, This game is utter trash. Let me refer you guys to those patents as well. They will be linked down below, as they do go on to state several times information which could be pointing to the fact that Modern Warfare has several things influencing your accuracy and hit reg. As this patent registrations first off says, parameters of a gameplay session that are modified based on a player's skill level and the corresponding experience for players of different skill levels. It further adds to that, and I do apologize, it's very small for all of you guys, parameters of a gameplay session that are modified differently for different experiences by players based on player skill level. And even further, most condemning, this is going to be super tiny for all of you guys. I do apologize. I'll read it word for word though, because it is shocking, as it does actually state, for example, based off the parameters I listed before, guys, first shooter gaming environment, when a first player aims his weapon at a target, a parameter defining the tolerance for how accurate the player's aim must be to hit the target is modified based on the acquired skill level of the player, which it does back up all of the initial claims. And yes, this all started with a message relayed from a Discord server based off really no other evidence out there, and now it does actually have some physical backing. The fact this patent was registered, that wording obviously defines what we are talking about here, guys. Other things, despite your in-game performance, is actually affecting your hit registration and your accuracy, that such as your skill level and your connection to the game itself. That is awful. If this has any backing, now the thing is, how we can actually prove this to be true might be fairly difficult, but the fact there's a patent that's saying it could be true is disgusting. Is it shocking? I don't know. And holy crap, the fact that a game like this, already in turmoil, now has all of this surfacing just does not spell well for a future out there. And if a patent is registered back in 2017, yes, it takes some time to possibly be implemented, but maybe right in time. You know, we don't know those timelines. It could be right in time for a title like Modern Warfare that released just this year. And maybe it's for future titles. Other debates out there, yes, there are many reasons why those clips I showed you earlier could be glitches. They could be 12 hertz tick, which by the way in private matches is a common issue, which we have seen before, that adds to those terrible clips out there. There are many excuses as to why this game is broken, but the fact there's a patent out there that could explain another reason why we see these issues is pretty extreme, and I'm very surprised we have not seen any responses out there, you know, from Mr. Mickner or from any IW, from Activision at all, to try and clarify why this patent was actually registered and if it's being used. Other rumors out there, thanks to our team leader, this is Activision Blizzard. Who knows if they're trying to implement this in other titles? Maybe Call of Duty Modern Warfare, maybe Call of Duty Mobile. That has a definite, pretty big issue when it comes time for accuracy. Maybe they're trying to attune that game more to the casual players, and maybe that's the best set for it. Heck, maybe Overwatch. Overwatch 2 being announced, maybe that's the future plans for Overwatch to make that game more casual. Either way, you know, the implementation of that, the idea of it seems pretty extreme and pretty wrong, and we'll see it hopefully in the future if it ever comes out, if this is a part of Modern Warfare or any other game under Activision Blizzard titles. It's going to be pretty shocking. Already a game in turmoil. Now everything out there that's rumored is kind of possibly being backed up in Activision or IW, and no one's really defending the game on why exactly this could be a thing. Until next time, I hope you guys all enjoy breaking down COD drama every single day I possibly can. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Next time I probably see you, we might be talking about, are Call of Duty pros going to trash talk the game anytime soon? Or are they even allowed to? All right, bye.